What if I told you our same income now gives us more freedom, more comfort, and more life, just because we changed where we live? We didn't get richer, we didn't win the lottery, and we're not living cheap. In this video, we're breaking down exactly how our money goes farther in Southeast Asia, what we spend, where we stay, and why this lifestyle costs us less than life back in the US. And before you think this is unrealistic, we'll show you the real numbers. So if you're approaching retirement or already retired, or even just thinking about what life after retirement could look like, this video is for you. We're not here to tell anyone what they should do. We're just showing what's possible when you rethink the biggest expense most people ever question: where you live.
Hey guys, we are so excited because we have our 2026 travel plans all figured out. We're going to be spending a lot of time in Southeast Asia, and we wanted to share with you how we got our plans way cheaper than they were last year even. We thought last year couldn't get any cheaper.
Crazy.
And now we're excited that it's even cheaper in 2026 than it was in 2025. So we are going to show you this video about our budget breakdown, how we saved money, what we spent on Airbnbs versus our hotel stays, and just so much information for you and how you can get these kind of deals as well. So we're looking forward to sharing this information with you.
Let's start with where we were before. We were living in the US. Most of our monthly income went to things that didn't really improve our quality of life. Housing was the biggest one. Mortgage, property taxes, insurance, maintenance. Utilities were expensive. Transportation costs add up fast. Healthcare alone was a constant source of stress. Even when we were being careful, the math felt tight. Our income wasn't going toward living, it was going toward maintaining. And if that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Here's the mindset shift that changed everything for us. We stopped asking, how can we make more money? And we started asking, where does our money actually work for us? That one question opened the door to Southeast Asia. In Southeast Asia, our biggest expenses immediately dropped without sacrificing comfort. Housing became flexible, utilities are often included, transportation is so inexpensive, and food is affordable and it's fresh. Healthcare is accessible and straightforward. And suddenly the same income that felt tight in the US felt spacious. So let's talk numbers, because that's what everyone really wants to see, right? Depending on the city, we typically spend far less per month on housing here than we did back home. Sometimes that's an Airbnb, sometimes it's a hotel. And then the hotels often include amenities like pools, gyms, and we even get our breakfast included in all of the hotels we stay because of our Diamond Elite status. When you add up housing, food, transportation, and healthcare, our monthly costs are thousands less than they were in the US. And the big surprise? We don't feel like we're cutting back. We feel like we've upgraded our lifestyle for sure. When we say more life, we don't mean luxury. We mean slower mornings, walkable neighborhoods, time to explore, less stress about bills. Our money isn't disappearing into fixed expenses anymore. It's supporting a life that actually feels intentional. Now, this isn't for everyone. Living abroad comes with trade-offs. It requires flexibility, curiosity, and a willingness to do things differently. But for us, the trade-off has been worth it because we didn't need more money. We needed a place where our money could breathe. If you've ever felt like retirement math just doesn't work where you live, maybe the problem isn't you. Maybe it's the location. If you want to see full monthly breakdowns, specific cities, and how we would decide between Airbnbs and hotels, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. And drop a comment. What part of retirement feels the most expensive to you right now? One of the examples of how we saved money in 2026 over 2025 is this Airbnb in Hua Hin, Thailand, called La Casita. We stayed here last year for a month, and our total bill for everything was $542. And we have this one booked for this year as well for a month, and our total bill for this year will be $450. So that's just an example of how we've saved even more money this year in our current plans over last year. And it's just amazing that we can get something even cheaper than $540 for a total of 30 days in somewhere like Hua Hin, Thailand, over the United States. And this $450 includes the gym that we have access to, probably about 18 hours a day. And we have the pool that you're looking at that we can swim in as much as we want. And it has a coin-operated laundry system that's really reasonable. And you have your kitchen inside the apartment, the Airbnb, so you can cook, but really it's cheaper just to eat out. So the cost of eating out in Thailand and Vietnam and anywhere in Southeast Asia is really reasonable, especially if you're using the street food that the locals eat. You can eat for just a couple dollars per meal, and it's really, really reasonable. When we came back to the US for a little bit, it was crazy that prices were so outrageous, even more than when we left. So eating out in the US is not even an option unless you want to pay $40 or $50 for two people. And so you're going to spend most of your time cooking your meals and trying to save money that way. But in Southeast Asia, it's the total opposite. You can eat fresh, home-cooked meals really, really cheap in the street food. And we stayed at places like this beautiful Intercontinental in Hua Hin. It was really reasonable. We paid with points, but it was about $110 a night equivalent in the points. Of course, for us, it was free because we used our points. Last year, we earned almost 1 million free points, which usually when we stay at hotels in Southeast Asia, we like to get our hotels about 10,000 points, which if you're buying the points for the 0.5 cents per point, when they're on sale like they just were, I think they still are, for a half a cent a point, it comes out to a $10,000 a night. Point stay is about $50. So we've already got all of our hotels booked for our stay this year, and we're staying about 3 months in hotels, and our average per night for the entire hotel stay is $41. And that includes hotel taxes. It includes, a lot of our stays have the lounge, so it includes all of our food. So $41 a night for 30 nights is about $1,200 a month. But that includes our hotel, it includes free housekeeping, it includes the gym and the pool, it includes all of our food, unless we want to eat out somewhere, because our breakfast is included, the lounge food has lunch and dinner. So $1,200 for basically everything you need, other than maybe a taxi ride here or there to go someplace, maybe some souvenirs, maybe you want to do an excursion or go get a massage. Then you're going to have to pay more, but all in, $1,200 a month for our stay in Southeast Asia in 2026 is pretty amazing, and we're excited to share that with you, and we're excited to continue to share our experiences and how we save money. So make sure you are subscribed and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on a video. And we look forward to sharing more of our experiences and lovely stays with you in the future. Have a great day.